Hi friends, I'm sorry for the delay. This is Michelle Ladd with National Veteran Resources, and today I am so honored. I have my dear friend Fred, who is a Vietnam veteran, and he has quite a story to share. But I just wanted to tell you, so since I started this journey with National Veteran Resources, Fred reached out to me on Facebook. And he started doing something really nice for me. He started sending me pictures of myself and these really cool templates with flowers and flags, and he did some things for my puppy. And I told him, Fred, if I ever get to San Antonio, I'm coming to visit you. So we are in a H-E-B parking lot, some kind of grocery store.
Here, everything's better.
Everything's better and everything's bigger, I keep getting told.
Here, E, everything, B, better. That's not real, but that's, it's actually the initials of the owner.
Okay.
And I don't know his name, so.
So we're meeting for the first time here in San Antonio. And so what I normally do is I sit and chat with him a little bit about his story. And today he's told me some things about the Vietnam War and the way how he got how he got drafted and some different things, but he's also told me things that I've never heard before, and I've asked him to share whatever he would like to share with us today. So Fred, first of all, I want to thank you so much for your services to our country. By the way, Fred is a Purple Heart recipient, not once, not twice, but 3 times he's received a Purple Heart.
I just forgot to duck.
You forgot to duck? Oh my goodness. He's a character. So Fred, I would like you to share whatever you would like to share about your experience, and you know my mission here, and if there's any words of wisdom or advice you'd like to give our men and women out there that may be suffering or having some difficulties. You shared some really good things with me, so feel free.
Hello everybody. Not everybody knows me, but once again, I was in the service in Vietnam, 69 to 70, with the 199th Flight Infantry Brigade, LIB. I can't remember all the things that went on, but there are some that kind of sticks with me. As any Vietnam veteran would know, is that we went over there, we served our country. We didn't want to be there, but we did anyway. We saw what we saw. Any combat infantryman would know that. Even if you weren't a combat infantryman, I'm sure that some people have seen things over there that you really wish you never saw. Well, upon entering Vietnam, I was kind of surprised at the fact that these people were so small. They were like 4 feet, and when I looked at them at the airport, when I came out of the plane and the heat hit me and the humidity, that these people were so small that this thing has been going on for so long. Come on, this is ridiculous. Come on, let's just step on these people and end this thing. Well, later on I found out. I've been in a lot of combat situations, a lot of firefights. Matter of fact, even hand-to-hand, unfortunately. And I survived it. I've done things that I'm not proud of.
Okay. You don't have to talk about anything you don't want to talk about.
And of course, after Vietnam, what's supposed to happen?
I know, it's okay.
After Vietnam,
you're talking to friends and you're making a difference.
Of course, we all know that the war took a big effect on us. Well, when I got out of the service 8 years later, I was still in there. I didn't know I had what they call PTSD. And when I got out of the service, I didn't want to have nothing to do with the military or government or anything like that. I was a mess, literally. I probably still am, and I just don't know it. But all in all, I didn't bother with the VA for 50 plus years. I actually just started with the VA last year. I put in my claim for tinnitus and PTSD. Haven't started the Agent Orange yet, which I know I have. Of course, I got a letter back. They can't find my records. So, 50 plus years later, I still have to go through the rigmarole of trying to straighten this mess out. A lot of us are denied our benefits, and it should not be. We did what we had to do. We fought the fight that our government, our people in the White House didn't want to do. We won the battle, but the politicians lost the war. Okay? We were winning the battle. And I don't know if anybody knows this, but I heard from, I had seen a picture, a video, of a North Vietnamese general that was given an interview. And he said, do you know that if they would have kept up that bombing campaign for only 2 more weeks, they would have surrendered? I heard that and I couldn't believe it. I went through all of that and they pulled us out prematurely, and it seemed like we lost all these people. We've seen all this horror, and they're just walking away. It was a mess. I mean, a lot of vets, at least in my unit, were pretty disgusted with the fact that we went through all this and the government wants us to walk away. And upon leaving and getting back to the States, we were treated like garbage. I can find a better word, but we have our PTSD and many other things. Yes, I almost was part of the 22, not once, but twice. Actually, 3 times. I was lucky. And I still live with the horrors. It hasn't gone away. I still have my nightmares. I still have my anxiety attacks. I have problems with memory. Not because I'm 68 years old, but this
You're
is
68?
Uh-oh, here goes the interview.
I would have never guessed.
Yes.
Young man.
I'm 68 years old, years young.
Look how good he looks.
That's without my teeth yet. I'm getting them in a couple of weeks. But
We would have not noticed had you not said something.
me and my big mouth. But anyway, in reality is that in the 50 plus years of returning from the service, we have been ignored deliberately by our government and by the people today. I mean, there's just a few days ago probably, a gentleman that went to Walmart with his son, and his son always wanted to be in the service. So he put on his military camouflage uniform. They were in Walmart, and they bought what they had to buy, and they got up to the check cashing place, and there was a man standing behind them, and he had 2 bananas, so I guess he let that gentleman in front of him. Well, upon checking out and going back to the car in the parking lot, the gentleman that was, and I can't call him a gentleman because he was not, came up behind them and said to the kid, which was, he has autism, thank you. It's one of the things I can't remember words.
But then we chatted before.
Right. He was autistic.
Autistic, yeah.
Thank you. And the gentleman came up and said, "You are a disgrace to the uniform. You shouldn't be wearing that uniform." Well, the kid got very upset, and he didn't know how to handle it. Well, the father put it online, and everybody responded to that. What that man did to that kid was totally wrong, which I agree. I mean, if it was my son, I'd probably be in jail right now. But to this day, this is what people do to us veterans, Vietnam veterans, Afghan veterans, Iraq veterans, and things like that. And I don't know why, but we did what we had to do. We fought for our country. Excuse me. And if it wasn't for us, I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you. You wouldn't be on the internet, probably. If it wasn't for us veterans, we wouldn't be free. If you really want to know the story about a veteran, go to a VA hospital. You'll see real heroes there. And that's about this story. I mean, I could go into it, but you're kind of tight on time, so I kind of cut it short there.
It's all right. I told you to say everything that you wanted to say. As you know, I'm traveling the country in this crazy 32-foot RV, trying to raise awareness to, sorry, someone's texting me, so I can't, so, you know, I'm trying to raise awareness to PTSD and suicide and combat-related issues. I'm trying to help first responders. With your experience, when Fred told me it took him 50 years to go to the VA, I've heard, you know, 1 or 2 years or even 10 years, but 50 years to go to the VA. Can you, now that you've gone to the VA, we have men and women out there that are transitioning. They've been out 3 months, 6 months, maybe they've been out 10 or 20 years and still haven't gone to the VA. What would you, at this point, what would you say to them?
There's a lot of help at the VA, at least at the VA that I'm with, and that's Audie Murphy Medical Center. So far, I have had no problem with them. They treat you good. They take care of you. Other than that, I really don't know. You know, medically, they did everything that I needed to be done. I got my glasses, of course, and I got my hearing aids. What? Oh.
Okay, tell me, would you tell them to go now and not wait 50 years?
Don't wait.
Thank you.
Because the longer you wait, the harder it is. Okay? It's best that you go as soon as you can, in all seriousness.
Thank you. That's my message. Don't wait, you guys. Men and women, go seek help. If you're suffering with PTSD or you're having suicidal thoughts or you're into drugs and alcohol, I'm meeting so many every day and they're not getting help. And we don't want to see you a statistic. We don't want you to be one of those 22.
That's the one thing I have to really emphasize on is that once again, I was almost one of the 22, and I wasn't with the VA at the time, and it's not fun. If you are in that category as far as feeling suicidal or like nobody cares and this is the end of the line, I have nowhere to go, no way to get help, well, you're wrong, because if you don't go to a agency, VA, or some other agency, you're not going to help yourself. Nobody's going to help you unless you help yourself.
Thank you. And all of the organizations. So as you know, I'm visiting and interviewing organizations all over the country that are there for our veterans, and many of them are for our first responders as well. So I would like to, we're going to come back in just a second, but today I also have, I'm so honored, I got surprised, I have Brian, and Brian's a Marine, once a Marine, always a Marine, served 8 years, and actually I think what I can do, I think I can actually just turn this around, so let me see. Well, I think, yeah, there we go. So there's Brian.
Hi.
Hey, Brian.
Glad to be here.
Thank you for your services.
Thank you.
And please share what you would like to share with us.
Well, most of it's been said, but one thing I think is very important is the in-between time. Those are the times where we have thoughts of suicide. Mm-hmm. In those in-between times, consider this, okay? Consider two things. One, I don't know you, but I know your service members, loved ones, and I know what you're capable of. So although I don't know you, we're like family. So I recommend that you go to a VA center close to you, and there are many throughout the country, and simply ask for help. If you are in San Antonio, Texas specifically, I'm going to put up a number. Actually, I'll give you the number. It's 210-910-4627. This is the name of the company.
Yeah,
Glen
it might
Oaks.
come out backwards.
Okay,
Let's
yeah.
see. Glen Oaks. Okay, yes, we can see it.
Okay. The number I gave you is directly to me. This is to the company. Right now it's Sunday, so we're relaxing. But starting Monday morning, Monday through Friday, you can call anytime. If you wish to text me, so that we can actually communicate. And we do real estate, but we go over and beyond real estate. Okay. 210-910-4627. But it's very important that you reach out to your VA centers, ask for that help, okay? And whatever your need is, they can direct you to that need. That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And I'm just going to turn this back around to us for a moment. So Brian,
Yes.
I did not realize you're a real estate broker.
It's okay.
And you do know I'm the CEO to the Heroes Home Advantage program, right?
Sweet.
And you all need to come and join me because I have no realtors here, and I'll share that with you a little later.
Okay.
So as
Well,
this,
for the record, real estate investor.
oh, real
But I
estate
work
investor.
with brokers, yes, because
Okay.
that's for the legalities of it. But yes.
Okay, awesome. So residential, we, as you know, I have realtors and loan officers all over the country that give our heroes a portion of their commission to thank them for their services. So my friend, it was so
It's been fun.
incredible to meet you. We've been friends on Facebook for some time now, and I finally got a chance to meet him. Gary and Randy, Gary's thanking you for your services. I can barely see it, but tell Gary and say hello to
Hey,
Randy.
Gary, how are you?
Randy's my special veteran in Rochester, New York. Love you, Randy. Thank you all for your love and support. Okay.
Randy,
Can you see,
Gary.
can you say a special hello to Randy
Hello, Randy. How are you? Yeah.
and tell him you're taking good care of me?
Oh, she's definitely in good hands. Look at her.
Uh-oh, you're in trouble now. All right. I want to thank you all so much for tuning in on a Sunday. I'm going to be heading out in just a few moments to go meet another veteran and his lovely wife. And I'm not sure if I'm going to get a chance to actually interview him, but I want to, I'm going to share his story. He says he's got quite a story to tell me, so hopefully I get him online. It's going to be about a 45-minute drive over there, so if you don't catch me live, I will post the link up a little bit later. Gary, I don't have my reading glasses on, so I can't see what you're saying. What's he saying?
Hello, my friend. And then he says, thank you again.
Aw.
God bless.
God bless. All right, guys, I got to get back on the road, but thank you so much for your love and support and your prayers. And after I leave San Antonio, I'm heading to Dallas, and I wrote you a message as to where I'm going. in the future. So thank you so much. Follow me on RV Hero Gypsy on YouTube. If I could figure out how to get my Facebook videos onto my up things, he's going to help me, because I've been having a problem with that. I haven't had great internet connection. NationalVeteranResources.com is my website, where I'm sharing these videos and also all of the organizations that I'm meeting. I'm having a little hard time keeping up with it, but I'll get it all posted. Thank you so much, Fred, Brian. God bless you both. Thank you for your services, and thanks for sharing what you did. You made a big difference today.
Thank you.
Thank you. God bless everybody.
Bye-bye.